What's up again, YouTube? Welcome to this day's vlog. Talking about what to do when you face tension with people in your church, maybe in your staff, with your board, things that I know are very common to most of us as leaders and pastors in the church. Well, I just had a conversation here with one of my friends about that whole topic. And basically, I think the greatest maybe help to put up my seatbelt here. I think to that dilemma, excuse the shakiness here a bit, is to focus on the people that love you. And then I would say the second thing is to resolve the tension. Now, let me speak to resolving the tension. What does that mean? What do I do to resolve the tension? Well, let's see. I think first of all, I give myself time to heal from the problem. So over the years, I've dealt with all kinds of, I'm back. Over the years, I've dealt with all kinds of conflict. Some of it as bad as betrayal, others just simple stuff, maybe differences of opinion, or maybe dumb things I said to hurt the other party. So what I mean by resolving the tension is you need to, I would say, first, as I said, is heal from the situation. If someone has injured you, make sure that you take time to just take a day off, mental health day, to process what you're feeling. You might be the type who works through it all. That's fine, as long as you're not ignoring the whole thing. You might need to go to therapy. Resolving the tension, healing might look like you take a weekend off from the pulpit, or maybe to go away and see a friend, or obviously you talk to your wife about how you're feeling, and you go through all those things. So all of that is part of healing. That's, I think, the first step. Number two is to then land the plane. And what I mean by land the plane is decide what you're going to do. So, for example, I remember a time when I had a staff member that I wasn't getting along with, and we had some problems, and I finally decided to not be his direct supervisor. I just thought about it a lot, and I realized that I wasn't really getting through to him, and I wasn't really able to, be the best person perhaps to talk to him. And so I asked one of my other co-leaders to basically work with him more directly. I still, of course, was in his life and still involved. We're a team, but I resolved that by assigning him to somebody else. Another time, where it was more of a personal thing with someone in the congregation, I resolved to forgive the person, to let it go. It took me maybe 2 weeks, or maybe even longer, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, but I eventually decided to forgive the person and to resolve it that way. So I would say the second step is to resolve it. And then maybe lastly, and maybe more importantly, that is to realize that there is a lot to live for and work for and to be thankful for in your church, in your community. That even though this one person or this one situation is kind of taking it out of you, and you've healed and you've thought about it and you've ranted and raved and you wanted to hurt their kids and all the usual stuff, right? Cut them off from the communion table. You finally come back to your passion, your love for people. The fact that there are so many people that support you, love you. Not to say that we do it for people's support, but what I mean is you go back to your calling, that you are an evangelist, you're a shepherd, you are a minister of the good news, and people need you. People need you. You can't check out forever. You can't let this stuff affect you forever. You have to resolve it, because as I said, there are people that are depending upon you, that need you to, I don't know, sign the check or tell people where the keys to the van are, or to preach a Sunday morning service, obviously, right? All that your passion and your responsibility and your job entails. You have a responsibility. And so we have to work things out. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to give it time. It's okay to feel it. It's okay to be angry, go through all the stages of grief. It's okay to find help and talk to the Lord, forgive, let it go. Listen to your wife always. Listen to your mentors and all that. But at the end of the day, we have to go back to our passion, our love. Those are the people that hurt, that we affect the most, and those are the people that bring us the most joy. So I had this situation where one of my leaders was just saying a lot of negative things and hurtful things, and I let them really affect me for a while. And finally, one of my team members said, "You know, you're hurting us. We're the ones that need you. You're focusing on that person, but we need you, and we miss you, and we need you in our lives. You are our pastor. You are our leader." And that really helped me to kind of just get through the junk and the spider webs. So I hope these steps help you. You have to, betrayal or conflict or any of these things is real, and you have to know kind of what your pattern is. Maybe here's a question for you. What is your pattern? Your honest pattern, not what you read in a book or an article or what you want to do, but what you actually do. Be honest about it. Work through that. How can you improve your process? I know for me, sometimes when I'm so stressed about conflict, my body begins to act up. And so that's when I know that I have to resolve whatever it is that I have to do. And sometimes, as I said, that resolution is to forgive. To, as the Lord said, forgive us our debtors as we forgive those who have debted against us. Forgive as the Lord forgave us. And forgiveness isn't just a thing you do right away. Take time, but that might be the thing you need to do to resolve the situation. So I hope these tips help. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you next time.